Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Oh, forget my own name. Today I have a lovely wee tag gift box that I made. I wanted to give a batch of tags to my mother-in-law, so I wanted to put them in a nice wee box, and this is what I came up with. I actually forgot to cut one of those, well not bother. But inside, it's one of those like wee cigarette type boxes, you know, from years ago, and I have wanted to make one for ages, and I thought, well, what better way than to do it with tags. Inside I have a wee tag that I made last week. It's on my blog if you want to know about it. So of course I've used the spirited snowman, and you'll be able to get those in September. So put them on your wish list. You really will enjoy them. Get so many ideas out of it. I have worked on it all week last week on my blog, and here's another one today. So I'm going to do my next one in red. I have just used the spirited snowman, and I've used this wee ice skating snowman, and I've also used this wee sprinkling of snowflakes. So I'm going to do the next one in red, and I'm hoping that the red shows up nice. I'm just stamping it in the same colour, and then you can highlight it if you want with white gel pen, which brings it out nice and bright. The snowman has had a good wee splattering of Wink of Stella, and he's been coloured in with blend pens and the Stampin' Up markers. So let's get started. You're going to need a piece of card 7 inches by 6 inches, and I am using the cardstock called Real Red. So 7 inches, no sorry, 8 1/4 inches by 7 3/4. I made a smaller version of it, not for tags, just for sweets. So we're making the tag size one tonight. So you want a piece of card 8 1/4 by 7 3/4. So on the 8 1/4 side, start off by scoring at the 1 1/4 inches, and then 3 1/2 inches, 4 3/4, and 7 inches. Spin it round and go 1 1/4 again, 5 1/4, 6 1/2. So now we need to do our cutting, and I'm going to mark it off with a pen this time, hoping you can see this better. I have moved my camera down a wee bit with the shadows because I still have a light up there to try and give some light. I'm doing this in the evening. I have the blinds open wide, but it's not great over in this corner. So I might get my husband to swap with me. He's at the other side of the room, and he is much better light over there, and I think this would work better. So we'll see what happens. So we want to mark where this is a funny wee thing you have to do to get the shape of this top. So just watch me. This one we're cutting in a bit. We're taking a nick off it there. And then down here, we're not going right up to the corner, and we're not going, I'm shaking my timbers, I'm on the wrong side. Twit. Do this again. Of course I've done it in pen, so you'll have to forgive that. I know where this one's going to end up. A nick off there, right? And then in here, you're going to take a sort of a corner off. You're not going right up to that line, and you're not going right over to this corner. So you're just taking this away. So we're just marking X in there. And you want to do the same on the opposite side. Go out and up, and you know you're taking that off. And don't cut down those lines. You'll see as we go along. It is quite complicated, but it's worth it. Just do it. It'll be worth it. And to fill it up with wee tags and give it to somebody that wraps loads of presents and never gets a chance to have nice homemade tags. So this one, it's like I'm going to do without that flap. Just cut this away and cut that away, and cut this away and cut this away, and then we're cutting in there as well. Thankfully this corner is coming off, and we're cutting in there a bit. Saved by the bell there, and just we're cutting up all these and just nicking in there, and the same on this one. So I think I've got it right now. It's just the wee lid part is the complicated bit, but once you cut it, you'll see where everything's going. So we'll start cutting up these ones. Let's hope I stay in focus. You can cut these in fairly well. So this whole corner has to come off, and we're notching into the next corner as well. Same here, we'll cut over there and then right the way across. I'm going to cut up here because I'm only going to confuse myself. So we'll cut down here where that crease is, down to there, and then we're cutting this away. And take that bit out. Same with this side, cut down that crease to the first line and then cut your scrap away. So do you see the shape? It's taking place now nicely. So we need to get rid of these. So just follow that over to there and cut it off here. And the same on this side. And that's your shape. It is a weird shape, isn't it? It really is, like. So hopefully we've got it right. You never know with me. So do all your creases, and I'm going to get them a nice wee fold. Look at that, I've left a bit of pen mark on that. I don't want to do that, because that's going to make it look messy. There's a slight wee bit here too. See, you see if we're doing pencil, but I actually did the pen so that you would see me after Tuesday's video wasn't looking the best from it. But as I say, I have moved the camera down and I'm hoping it behaves itself. That'll not matter because it's getting tucked in. So, do your creases. Whoops. There's a wee mind of its own. It's a bit curse looking there, isn't it? You take more care than me, honestly. When you're doing a video, you try and rush things to get through, because there's nothing worse than a big lengthy video, and I seem to be good at lengthy ones. So I'm trying to be really good and push myself to do things faster. Now, unfortunately, the next bit is stamping, and it is going to take a wee while. So, wish me luck. I'm going for the Real Red ink pad. This is one of the older ink pads. And we're just going to do the same as we did in the other wee box. Just a wee sprinkling along the top and along the bottom. Right round. So that we know that's your top, so we'll start here and see what it looks like. I'm actually doing it wiggling up and down again. Oh, it's showing up alright, but I wonder will it dry out really pale. I actually stamped one earlier. No, it's not too bad at all. So just keep going up and down. Making a wee band of snowflakes. And the same at the bottom. It's a lovely wee stamp, that, isn't it? It'll be handy for a lot of wee occasions, decorations and whatever. Now you see I've got a wee mark. I need to be careful. When you're multiple stamping like this, you just need to keep an eye that you aren't picking up too much ink. It's just a wee bit heavy handed there. And you don't want them lines coming out, I don't like them. So carefully. Now we want a wee bit across our lid, which will be this. This will be the front of your box here. So we're going to do it on those and maybe a wee bit on those. And this one I'm just going straight across. Put a wee bit of carrot underneath that so I don't stamp on everything. So if you're going to stamp on this, you'll want it, yeah, straight across, sort of measured up with the. Now that should be fairly good. I'll close this up before accidents happen. Look, covered. Hey, I'm useless at closing these things. It doesn't matter what I do, I will make a mess. Look at that there, in the name of God. What a shilling. You'd barge the youngsters for getting in a mess, wouldn't you? And you're worse yourself. So we want that to go in that way. I'm going to trim that down a wee bit because it just is catching. And I'm going to use my wet glue. I know I keep saying don't, but I'm going to do it because I want a good firm hold on this. And if you don't use it for tags, it'll fit nice wee, like Christmassy chocolates, which would be just as nice. You could give actually a box with chocolates and a box with what? Finish your sentence, Tricia. One with tags and one with chocolates. So we need a wee bit of paint ink on this and one on this side. Now, we're just going to need a bit in the bottom. And I have my tag, my open and coming to the front, which I don't like, but it's too late now. So check that when you're doing that, what way it's closing. Are you happy with it, you know? So just close those two in and you can put tape runner in these ones, if you can find it. Move that in out of your way. Get more swedish, aren't they? Now, I don't want that one in. I should have cut them in further, shouldn't I? It's sticky now. Now, that's it. And that's your wee box done. So all we need now is to add some decoration to it because it's very plain. Now you can just about see, if you were going to do the gel pen, I'll just show you a wee second. There's wee circles there inside, and you just hit them. And it just brings it to life a wee bit. But you could do that. You're taking your time as you're doing your stamping. Go over that when the box is nice and flat rather than wait until you've it all bunched up. And you can see the difference. It does, like, it highlights it a wee bit, brings it to life. So I would advise you to do that if you're going to follow this. So we have our wee snowman. I have him stamped out and all. I've stamped him in Memento, and I'm going to colour him. I'm giving him a wee bit of frostiness all around his coat, all around his the snowy bits, sorry, around his buttons, just wherever you think the frost would hit. And this is Light Pool Party, which I think is lovely for the frostiness. Just a wee splatter here and there. For his nose, I'm using Grapefruit Grove Stampin' Right pen, which works well. Don't completely colour him. Sorry, am I out of focus? Don't completely colour him. Leave him that wee bit of white so it looks frosty. And his sticks for arms and legs, I have used chocolate chip Stampin' Right pen. And again, don't fully colour, just leave that wee bit of frostiness, so makes your colouring in easy too. Anyway, so you wouldn't want to be footering about with it. And these two wee feet in here.
And you do need a bit of black for his buttons, and again, don't fully colour them, or don't do them black. If you want to do a nice coloured button, there's no law to say you can't. Do whatever colour you want, just leave a wee bit so that it looks like they're frosty. I like to do his wee heels black as well. Now we're going to do a bit of red to match the box. This is real red, dark real red and light real red. We'll colour in his wee boots. Wobbly hand here. Can you see me? Do you want me to focus in? And I've went over it a bit there and I shouldn't have, but if you have one of those, this is light real red now, leave a wee line there just like the light's reflecting of it. And his shoes, I have a lovely silver Jelly Roll pen, and they're just lovely to add that wee bit of iciness to his ice skates. Can you see that? So now we want to do the red scarf and the red hat. Now I would advise you to use the thinner end of your markers because it is only a wee small image. So just go up. A wee bit. I'm going to fill in the rest with the light. You might as well do it all when you're there. And just go in with your light. And then you can go back over your dark if you want to add a wee bit of depth, which normally I would do. But I don't want to bore you to death. Now we'll do the hat.
Again with the dark, the underneath bits will be a wee bit darker than the rest. And in with your light. That's the good thing about these blend pens. You get two, if you buy them in the matching pairs, you'll get one that'll look darker and one that'll look, it saves you any hassle of matching things up. So I'm going to add a bit of yellow and brighten them up a bit. One of these stripes can be yellow. And we'll just leave one white. And we'll leave his wee pom-poms white. So all we'll have to do now, we'll put them on the box with a few dimensionals. One out on the scarf. Oops, a daisy, it's sticking to me. And one out on this wee scarf too. There's wee hat. And that should hold him alright. Should really put a wee half one on his feet there too. Just conscious of my time here. So just pop him on the front of your box. And then just enjoy filling that up with tags the way I have. I have one in there and I definitely would fit, I would say I would fit, well, maybe 5 or 6 tags in there if they're not going to be bulky. I kept this one nice and flat. He's just stamped directly on the card. Do not open until Christmas. And that would be perfect hanging on a wee present for one of my grandsons. So it's nice in the red too, it really pops, but as I say, I would like to add the gel pen rather than just leaving it. So I'll have all the measurements down below, and hope you'll subscribe and come back again next Tuesday. I do videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and all the details are on my blog and all the links are below. And if anybody wants a Christmas catalogue, an autumn winter catalogue, give me a shout. Or you can just wait and download it. It will be available for downloading on my blog. As soon as it's released, I'll have the download up there. So thanks for dropping by, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.